Morning, guys. It's Sunday morning, September 22nd, I believe. I haven't been uploading videos much because I've been having a few computer issues and I had to get an external hard drive, and I'm not too great at computers, so it's been taking me a while to figure this out. But so I've got videos. We got all the hay made last cutting there last week, and I've been doing some other jobs. I need to get those videos out before harvest comes. I'm sure it's still a couple weeks out, so we can try to keep up to date on harvest. And yesterday I failed miserably on having my camera ready because kind of got big news for the farm here, for me anyways. I went ahead and bought another tractor. The 79 John Deere 4640. The back is its best view right now. Get up here to the side, and our power washer won't touch this to clean it up. It come off of a 5,000 cal dairy, which is where my manure pumping videos are gonna come from. I bought it while I was up there, and all this thing did was run a manure agitator. I've seen this thing run for a week straight in the past. And you know, them dairies, they've got Mexicans, and Mexicans didn't treat it real well. But I kind of think it was somebody's baby at one time, because it's got the mirrors on it and the flashers out over the duals. I did get the side screens for here. I am missing these side panels right there. A huge deal. It's got the frame rail weights, weight bracket. It's got the fancy steps. There's the side screens. But I got it really cheap. I didn't need a 4640, but it was cheap enough that I was going to get it and go through it and fix it up. I really want a 4455 with front wheel assist, so I figured I got this cheap enough. If I put a little money into it and make it worth something again, then I'll have something worth trading if I find a 4455. But it's been kind of used and abused. I don't know how I'm going to take care of this, but something fell on this fender and dented it in here. I think the light had something to do with that. And then the door, they'd start the agitator and just leave the door open. The glass is out of this one and it's cracked through here, so the doors are all flimsy. But the cab, it's not terrible. It is an 8-speed power shift. The tack works, and I think all my gauges do. But it's got 2 remotes. I'm trying to think what else I say about it. It doesn't go into park right now, but I think that's an issue just in here. I hauled it home yesterday, which I didn't get any of that on video because I wasn't thinking. But got good matching tires all the way around. Duals match the inner tires, but they might have a little more wear to them. Coming back to the rear end, if you look at the drawbar, it's not overly egged out like it's pulled hard. The issue that we have here is the Mexicans up there, they changed the seal on this because the PTO shaft's got a little bit of play on it. I don't know what older tractor the PTO shaft doesn't move in and out of a little bit. But when they changed the seal, I don't know if you can see it, they cracked this cap down there and it leaks hydraulic oil real quick. So I took 10 gallon hydraulic oil with me when I went up to pick it up, and I dumped 5 in it and that got it on the trailer and got it back off here, but I'm not putting any more in until I get that cap. We got Anderson tractor junkyard up in Bluffton. I'm gonna give them a call and see if they've got this piece. There's a part number. I need to look that up on my phone. I just noticed that. Part number and get a different door for it. And in that way, it's usable for this fall. Like, I don't know what we need it for. But it's got the mirrors, so it'd be nice for pulling wagons. None of our other tractors, we've not put mirrors on them yet. And so we are going to do some tillage this fall, it looks like, so we can put it on tillage tool and work it out. I can throw the duals back on it. But what else is there to say about it? I knew everything I wanted to talk about on it before I got the camera out, and I can't remember. They put brand new batteries in it for me, and it's got a full tank of fuel. You'd think it looks like it's been on fire, but I don't think it has, because none of the wiring harnesses show any signs of melting. But we just got a cold water power washer, and I can't touch this stuff with it, so we're gonna run a steamer and we'll get it cleaned up that way. Need to get some lights working on it. That'll be the next thing after we get it to where it quits leaking oil real bad. Get lights on it so we can use it this fall if we need to. Overall, I think it's worth more than what I gave for it by a long shot, I'd say. But I don't know, it's not as bad as it looks. It really just needs a good cleaning and a few things. I do not know the hours on it. It says 2,000, but considering I seen it run a week straight last year, and I don't know how often it does that, probably quite a bit if it's on a pump. It could be 22,000 hours. And one thing I do know is it wouldn't hurt to have an overhaul. It sounds good, but it's sitting there running last year. I went up to it. It's got a lot of blow by. It needs, I don't know when the last time it was serviced. So I want to get filters for it, hydraulic, engine oil, fuel, air, get it fixed up good enough, and then we'll see what we can do with it this fall. I'm hoping I don't have to mess with the transmission. If it did a lot of stationary work, it shouldn't have much wear on it. But it had its annual maintenance inspection in 1995. I hope that's not the last time it was serviced, but you never know. But other than that, that PTO leak is the only one on the tractor. There's no other oil leaks under it, which the engine oil could just be thick enough it ain't gonna leak out of it right now. But this thing, it's sat out for a while, so it's been repainted. The paint ain't the best on the hood, but we'll get it washed up and waxed. I want to put a trash bag over the door to keep it out of the cab, and we'll wax it before we go to the field with it. I need to get a new cap on the air stack and just start with some simple things. I'll go ahead and start it for you. It starts right up and don't sound too terribly bad. Which it's 65, 70 degrees. I need to get a muffler, well, or at least just the extension in the rain cap. That's a muffler. At least to me, it's one of the most important things on the tractor as far as looks go. You have the wrong muffler on it, or only partial like at it, butchers the look of a tractor, I think. But I haven't decided yet if the 4430 was a similar case to this. I bought it super cheap, and it needed some work done to it, and I spent a winter on it. The 44 didn't need overhauled, but I did pull the cab off, split it, and redid the sink top shaft in the transmission. New PTO clutch, new traction clutch. They didn't need it, but while I was there, I figured I needed to do it. This, I don't think it needs any rear end work, unless I find that park issue is somewhere further down. But Like I said, I'd probably put an overhaul kit in it. And the cab on this one, other than the fender being smashed in the door, on the inside is better than the 4430 was. The 4430, I blew it out and I took the power washer in the cab. This one I'm not going to do that, I don't think. Might pull the floor mat out and power wash it, but so I don't know. It'll make a good video series if we go through it. Like I said, I don't know if it'll even be this winter. Yeah, I might get it to where it's usable and we'll just live with it till next winter. Because this is my first year kind of owning ground on my own. Next year will be my second. Don't want to put too much into this right now and make sure I get some seed bought and farm payments taken care of before this. So, but we'll make it into something. I don't need a 4640. I think I've said that. It's got the big 1000 PTO, and that doesn't do me a lot of good for where I'm at right now. I am working on getting a hog barn rented or putting up my own contract feed hogs, where this wouldn't make a good tank tractor for manure tank, but we'll see when we get across that bridge. But it's got a lot of potential. So I know I'm forgetting something about it, but I wanted to show you this. I'll probably put this out ahead of the other videos I got made. This is kind of an update. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can show you on it. I don't think there is. I did think it would be kind of funny if I put the duals on it and then that big Citrix wheel rake we use, hook it up to this, and it'd be pretty much an exact twin to the How Farms Work raking setup with their 4640. Theirs looks a lot nicer than this one. Theirs is a beautiful 4640. This one not so much, but at least put a picture on it. Put the duals on, hook it up to it for a picture anyways. But I think that'll be the end of the video on the 46, unless I think of something else that I'm more than likely forgetting. But things coming up, we got probably next week on some of our preventative plant ground. We will be starting to get wheat planted, and we're still a few weeks out on harvest. I looked at a couple fields and it's not set in stone or anything, but I think it looks like we could probably about shell some corn before we cut beans this year. But that'll be all for this video. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe.